let's practice. Okay, I'm going to start now. You know, as always, I share what I prepare for you. Okay, we'll learn about pronominal verbs and then we practice. Okay, hola, hola, ¿cómo estáis? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. Yo también estoy bien, gracias. Muy bien. Okay, so I'm going to start. Remember that we are following our challenge. We have done so much already. I just can't believe it. And today we're going to start with pronominal verbs. Okay, these verbs are the ones that need a pronoun. Okay, when we conjugate them, and they're really easy, but sometimes we mix them up. Okay, so I'm going to start now. Okay, and as always, when we get to the practice, write down your answers, and don't worry if you make a mistake, because we're here to learn, we're here to practice, okay? And the best way of practicing is making mistakes and learning why you have made a mistake, okay? So thank you for your hearts, and let's start. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, pronominal verbs. Okay, these verbs, as I was saying, are the ones that need a reflexive pronoun. Okay, so for example, if I say se casaron, okay, we need the se casaron, they got married. Me lavé el pelo, I wash my hair. Okay, so as you notice, we have se, we have me. Both of them are reflexive pronouns. Okay, and this is very important to know. The reflexive pronoun has to agree with the subject always. So if I'm saying yo me lavé el pelo, okay? I wash my hair. If I'm saying ellos se casaron, ellos need a se, okay? That's why ellos se casaron. Remember that ellos we don't say because in Spanish sometimes we leave out the personal pronoun, okay? So just as a reminder, the reflexive pronouns are these ones here, okay? So for yo, as we were saying, me. For tú is te, and if you're using usted, okay, it will be se, okay? El, ella, se, nosotros, nos, vosotros, os, okay? But if you're using ustedes, it will be se. Ellos and ellas, se, okay? Great. So pronominal verbs, how can you spot them? You can see they're a pronominal verb because they have se in the ending, okay, in the infinitive form. So, peinarse, aburrirse, okay, you know that they're pronominal verbs because you can see the se there, okay, in the infinitive, okay. So, peinarse would be to comb one's hair, okay. Aburrirse is to be bored, okay, the infinitive. And very important, pronominal verbs include many verbs, okay? Include reflexive verbs. Remember, reflexive verbs are the ones that go back to the subject, okay? If I say se lava el pelo, ella or él se lava el pelo, they are washing their hair, okay? So they go back to the subject. Reciprocal verbs are the ones that need to, so me and you and me, okay? For example, se llaman por teléfono, okay? They'll call each other, okay? Then there are idiomatic verbs, and these ones are used for emphasis. So, for example, cómete la verdura, okay? If I say cómete la verdura, I'm using the te to emphasize that, okay? But I can say come la verdura. So really, it's not like a reflexive verb. It's not a reciprocal verb, okay? It's an emphasis. Cómete la verdura, okay? Then there are pronominal verbs that are like emotional verbs. For example, me aburro, okay? If you're getting bored and you say, oh, me aburro, in reality, the action is not going back to you, but you're feeling bored, okay? That's the reason why. So, as you can see, pronominal verbs include many others. We're not going to study them all. I just want you to know and to understand that they need the se, okay? Se, and they agree with the subject, okay? So remember, these are the reflexive pronouns that we're going to use, okay? And these ones are like examples for you, okay? Pronominal verbs, okay? The reflexive pronoun, and the types. And then let's go and practice, okay? So I hope you have understood everything. Let's practice, okay? So, la niña, el pelo. And as you can see, the infinitive form of the verb is lavarse. That's the reason why I know I have to use the pronoun. So la niña is third person, right? So what would you say here? La niña, what would you say? Write it down below and let me know, okay? And I will correct you, okay? Thank you for the hearts. Muy bien, la niña se lava el pelo, okay? Perfect. Okay, next one. Hacía mucho frío y el abrigo, okay? The subject is nosotros, okay? And the verb is ponerse, okay? So ponerse, okay? Hacía mucho frío y ponerse, nosotros, el abrigo. What would you say here? Nosotros, what's the reflexive pronoun that goes with nosotros? Thank you for the hearts. So, it was very, very cold, super cold, and we put our jacket on. Okay, y nos pusimos. Okay, we have to put perfect, nos, but we have to put the verb in past, okay, because I'm saying hacía mucho frío, so it was very cold, and we put our jacket on, okay? Thank you for the hearts. Okay, so nos pusimos el abrigo, okay? Yes, are we good? Okay, next one. Ellos se enfadaron, so they got angry, y irse, okay? Irse. What would you say here? Ellos se enfadaron, irse. So you have ellos, they got mad and they went away. So, or they left. So, what would you say here? Ellos se enfadaron y irse. You have to use the reflexive pronoun for ellos and the verb in conjugated. So, in the past, right? So, ellos se enfadaron y, do you know? Ellos se enfadaron y se fueron, okay? Y se fueron. Why fueron? Fueron is the past. We have to agree with the other one. The other one is enfadaron. Okay, they got angry, okay? So, ellos se enfadaron y se fueron, okay? Perfect, okay, muy bien. Remember that we are practicing pronominal verbs, the one that muy bien, yes, fueron, the ones that need the pronoun. Okay, so next one. This one is easy. ¿Cómo llamarse? And the subject is tú. Okay, so ¿cómo? What's your name, really? So ¿cómo? Tú, okay, tú is the subject. So which pronoun would you use here? ¿Cómo? What's your name? What would you say here? ¿Cómo? So the subject is tú, okay? So we have to use te. Perfecto. ¿Cómo te llamas? Muy bien. Okay, and if I want to use usted, okay, it would be ¿cómo se llama? Okay, perfect. We say yes. That will be with usted, okay? So, ¿cómo te llamas? Okay, te llamas because it's tú, okay? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo se llama if we are using usted? Muy bien, perfect. Okay, our last slide today, okay? So, ¿a qué hora levantarse? Tú. Remember, levantarse is the infinitive form of the verb, okay? We know the verb is pronominal because we have the se there. So, levantarse and the subject is tú. So, what time do you wake up? Okay, so, ¿a qué hora? Okay, tú. So, you have to choose the reflexive one. Okay, so, muy bien. ¿A qué hora te levantas? Perfecto, muy bien. Perfect. Next one, mi padre, and then you have afeitarse. Remember, afeitarse, you see the se there. We have to use the pronominal pronoun, okay, the pronoun, to conjugate the verb, okay? So, mi padre, todos los días. Okay, so mi padre, todos los días. He shaves, but during the weekend, pero el fin de semana, olvidarse. So we have two there. Do you know how can we say that? Muy bien, the first part. Let's go with the first part. Mi padre se afeita todos los días. Pero el fin de semana, we can say, yes, se olvida. Perfect, we can say se olvida. Muy bien. Muy bien, so mi padre se afeita todos los días, pero el fin de semana se olvida. Perfect. Okay, next one. Mi hermana y yo levantarse muy pronto ayer. Okay, so mi hermana y yo levantarse. Mi hermana y yo is plural, remember? Levantarse is the verb. We have the se there that give us the clue to conjugate with the pronoun muy pronto ayer. So my sister and I woke up very early yesterday. What would you say here? Thank you for the hearts. So, mi hermana y yo, muy bien, nos levantamos muy pronto ayer. Okay, so we got up very early yesterday. Perfect. Okay, our last one, okay? Are you ready? Sí. Ponerse tu gafas, verías mejor. So here you have a conditional. Okay, so I always try to put conditionals there so that you can practice. Okay, so sí. Your glasses on, okay? If you put your glasses on, you would see better. Remember, good. Good is the clue. When we have verías, the conditional in the second part, the first part, we had to use which tense? Do you remember? We had to use the imperfect of the subjunctive mood, okay? So, si te... So, great. You put te, si te is the pronoun, okay? So, si te pusieras, perfect. Si te pusieras, okay, because remember, poner is an irregular verb, okay? So, we change it up a little bit. And then you have to choose the imperfect of the subjunctive, okay? Remember that if you want to learn subjunctive, I have a guide that you can get in the link in my bio, okay? I have a free download and I also have a super complete guide that will help you get your subjunctive, well, to understand subjunctive once and for all, okay? So, si te pusieras gafas, verías mejor, okay? Perfect! So, I hope you have understood everything. Remember that today we have studied pronominal verbs, okay? And we know that we have to use the reflexive pronouns, and then there are very different types, okay? So great! I hope that you have understood pronominal verbs. They are really easy. We have to pay attention to the ending of the verb, okay? And remember that if you want to learn Spanish and take your Spanish to the next level, send me a DM and let's start working one-on-one, okay? So it's amazing what one-on-one classes can do with your Spanish. We can practice it and we can study together, okay? And if you want the slides, we are doing this challenge, remember? So if you want this and all the slides, they are linked in my bio too, okay? Yay! ¿Necesitas aprender subjuntivo, Benzín? Pues ya sabes, you know what you have to do. Go to the link in my bio. You have two options there. A free one, okay, that you get the basics, and then you have an ebook with everything super explained and lots of practice, okay? So thank you so much for being here. Remember that if you missed a live, I will be putting them up on my YouTube channel, okay? I will update this tomorrow morning. You will have it. If you have all the slides, you will get them tomorrow, the ones from today, okay? So thank you so much for being here and practicing Spanish with me. And I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see each other tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Adiós. Hasta mañana.